Welcome back. Well, it's really the only remaining big question of these elections and the process of government formation. Who's going to be in the ministries and who's going to get which portfolio? That, of course, is the key question which everyone is trying to answer. Now, everyone's been trying to answer it by all sorts of scribbling down on paper and wild speculation. Well, we decided to change things just a little bit. We went out and commissioned a special survey of key opinion makers in all the major metros and a number of other places as well. And we asked them the question of whom they think should be the ministers getting various individual portfolios. Here are some of the findings of that particular survey. Let's start with the Home Ministry, the key ministry of Home. Present minister, of course, is Chidambaram. Who is leading? The best minister for Home, P. Chidambaram, comes in at number 1. He's the person whom the largest number of people picked in this opinion poll. Pranab Mukherjee came in at number 2. So the people's choice for this, opinion makers' choice for this, very clearly P. Chidambaram. Moving on to defence. Whom do they think should be the defence minister? Number 1, A.K. Antony, the best pick for that. And number 2, Pranab Mukherjee. Pranab Dakar getting mentioned for a large number of ministries. Moving on to number 3, the Ministry of Finance. Who would be the best finance minister? The number 1 choice, Montek Singh Ahluwalia. That's the opinion maker's choice for finance minister, Montek Singh Ahluwalia. P. Chidambaram coming in next, and then very almost at the same level actually is Pranab Mukherjee. So Pranab Mukherjee, as I said, coming up in many of these ministries. And you will see him in the next one too, I suspect. External Affairs. Who would make the best External Affairs minister? Once again, Pranab Mukherjee, and this time he's at number 1. He would be the best External Affairs minister. He doesn't want to be, but people want him to be External Affairs minister. Shashi Tharoor comes in at number 2. And we weren't really giving people a choice between cabinet and minister of state, but Shashi Tharoor coming in at number 2 in this particular opinion poll. Who would be the best commerce minister? Number 1 choice, Kamal Nath. And of course, he's been so much in the headlines for all his wars there in the WTO, but he comes in at number 1. Kapil Sibal being mentioned there at number 2. Mr. P. Chidambaram coming in at number 3. Now, he can't be in everything, so he's going to have to make a choice there. But his name coming up there. Who would be the best telecom minister? That's one of the second last question that we asked people on this particular panel. And the answer, Dayanidhi Maran. So this opinion poll says that it should be left with the DMK, but Dayanidhi Maran should get it. Sachin Pilot comes in at number 2. They want him in the cabinet and they want him to be given the telecom ministry. Moving on to another ministry, civil aviation. Who would be the best civil aviation minister? Number 1 choice, Praful Patel. Another 5 years for him there in civil aviation. That's what the opinion makers in this particular survey wanted. Kapil Sibal came in at number 2. And finally, railways. Who should be the railways minister? Mamta Banerjee topped this. Mamta Banerjee topped this. Lalu Yadav came in at number 2. Now, I don't think he's necessarily likely to be getting this because he's not likely to get any ministry. But interestingly, in this particular opinion poll, Lalu Yadav was picked by Mamta Banerjee in this opinion poll.